Here's how to do a conversion on your City Special holster. City Specials for years always ship with one soft loop on a tuck strut with a riser attached to the holster shell. If you want to mount your City Special to an Enigma, or you just want to carry on your belt with an overhook and a ModWing, here's how you do that. I'm going to be demoing this with an electric drill driver, but you can easily do it with a handheld screwdriver. First, take off the tuck strut and all its associated hardware. You will not be needing any of it. Here's your City Special shell, and this is the hardware that you'll need to do the conversion. First, you'll need a ModWing. I recommend installing the short insert, not the tall. You will need 2 eyelets, 2 little brass bushings. You will need 2 half-inch screw posts. These guys, I'm dropping everything here. You will need 2 3/16 of an inch rigid spacers and 2 3/4 inch pan head screws, and then either a DCC clip or a grip hook. The hardware that I just showed will work with either one, so whatever you prefer. So first, take the ModWing, put the 2 eyelets into these holes, then you will lay the grip hook over those holes and put your 3/4 inch screws through the grip hook and the ModWing. Here's how your stack should look, just like that. Now, in a lot of other assemblies where you have a hook with a ModWing, people put spacers in between the hook and the ModWing. Don't do that here, because the ModWing actually has to sit slightly over the face of the trigger guard on the City Special. The spacers need to go in between the holster shell and the underside of the ModWing, so the whole ModWing stands up off the face of the shell a little bit. So, take this whole stack and then take your 3/16 rigid spacers, lay them on your screws. I prefer to hold this in my left hand and have the whole assembly facing upwards, and then I can line the holster up over those screws and keep the whole stack together, and then take my screw posts and just gently turn them by hand 1 or 2 turns till they catch, and then I can tighten them from there. Okay. This is an impact driver, but I'm not driving it hard enough to actually make it ratchet and do its impact thing. I just want the hardware snug, and then I usually finish up by tightening by hand. This is how your assembly should look. 3/4 inch screws through from the front. The eyelets are in the ModWing holes. The 3/16 spacers are underneath the ModWing, in between the ModWing and the holster shell. And then your screw posts come through from the back. Grab a little screwdriver, snug that down nice and tight. Once you've figured out the exact setup you like, if you've got a grip hook, you can adjust cant. If you've got a DCC Mod 4, you can use those slots to adjust your ride height. When you've got it all figured out where you like it, then loosen these screws out, put some BC3 Vibra-Tight thread locker on them, and then tighten it all back up. If you decide you want a lot of rotation, you can put the tall insert in, but you'll see here that the ModWing already comes partway into the belt path, and if you put the tall insert in, then the belt has to make a much more abrupt jump over the ModWing, and so I don't think the benefit really justifies the extra hassle of getting the hardware on there, and you sort of make the ModWing and the grip hook fight each other. So my recommendation is short insert if you're going to do it this way. If you want to attach this to an Enigma, you'll have the same spacers and ModWing, and you just won't have the grip hook on the face. Usually you'll have another set of spacers that go on top of here, then your Enigma faceplate, and then you'll put your 3/4 inch screws through the Enigma faceplate, through the spacers, through the ModWing, through the underside spacers, and then into your screw posts. That's how you do that.